Good morning, dear students. So let us go to question number that we have already discussed up to question number 5. Now we'll discuss question number 6. Then we'll go to 7. See, in question number 6, a 1.5 meter tall boy is standing at some distance from a 30 meter tall building. That is, this time there are two objects which are standing on the ground. One is boy, one is building. See here, on the same line, so I have drawn, suppose this is the ground level line, this is the ground level line. So this is a boy, the boy is shorter than the building. This is building, suppose CD is building and AB is boy. So the boy's height is given 1.5 meter. He is 1.5 meter tall, 1.5 meter, and the building is 30 meter tall, 30 meter tall. Now at some distance from the building, that is, it may be in this side or it may be in that side. So you can take in any one of the sides. So I am taking in this side, in the left hand side of the building. This is building, the left hand side is this one. So I am taking at some distance, you have to draw this. Okay, now. So when two objects are erect, objects are there. Erect means, in physics you have learned, means standing objects on the same plane. So we have to draw this way. One is kept shorter because from our common sense, that building will be taller than a man, so a boy. So that's why. Now you see, it is asked here the angle of it is said here the angle of elevation from his eyes to the top of the building increases from 30 degree to 60 degree as he walks towards the building. What he says? What is said? The angle of elevation, that means from his eyes will be here at A because it is his head. So from his eyes, when he looks at the top of the building, that angle of elevation, that means now you see here through this eye, this is one line or not? This is called horizontal line. Always you need to imagine one line passing through his eyes, passing through the eye of the observer. One line always you have to take. So this is suppose AE. Okay. So this line is horizontal line. That line and this line of sight, because he is looking towards the top of the building this way. Okay. Then this line of sight makes an angle here with the horizontal line. That angle is 30 degree. Okay. Now as he is walking, approaching the building, so means he is walking towards the building and he is now here, suppose at this place, suppose anywhere you can take, means I am not saying that you will take here or here or here. No, just you take the same boy going forward towards the building. So he is now here, suppose say it is suppose ZH. Okay. So now he is here, and from here when he looks at the building, the angle of elevation from this point is 60 degree. That is the meaning of this. That is, as he is walking towards the building, then his angle of elevation changes from 30 degree to 60 degree. Meaning at two different positions, you have to draw the boy's position and you have to show two different angles. One is this angle, one is this angle. Is it clear, students? So angle of elevation is changing from 30 degree to 60 degree, meaning that he is walking towards the building, and at certain point when he again looks at the building, then the angle of elevation is 60 degree, changes from 30 to 60. Now the question is here, find the find the distance he walked. What is the distance he walked from B to H? So the distance walked is BH towards the building. So what is the distance walked by him? BH you have to find out. Very simple. You need not to just break your head in thinking about how should I start. I am giving you the idea. How many right triangles have you formed? Two right triangles you have formed. One is CZE, one is CAE. In both these right triangles, you have to apply trigonometric ratios to find this side and this side. Okay. Then their difference is your answer. Means you want AZ. AZ means actually BH. BH is same as AZ. So since BH is equal to AZ, to know this AZ, find out AE. And from that you subtract this Z. So then you will get AZ. So AZ is your answer, BH. So now you see, AZ is same as BH because opposite sides of a rectangle they are equal. You don't require this much explanation to give. Just you say here like this. In figure, AB is height of AB is the boy, which is also equal to ZH. AB is height of the boy equal to ZH is equal to 1.5 meter. CD is height of the building, which is 30 meter. Okay, no? Oh, also ED, no? ED also will be equal to GH, will be equal to AB. So here you say like this. In figure, so here you need to be specific about your what you want actually. You want BH portion. To get BH, you have to think like this. BH is equal to this part. And to get this AZ, you have to think about it is a side of which right triangle? AEC. So AC you have to find out. Sorry, AE you have to find out. Then it is a part of this AG is a part of AE. From there Z should remove. So G should get removed. So D also you have to find out. G from which right triangle? CEG. Like that. So that is the method. So first you write which is what here. AB is height of the boy, which is equal to GH and ED. AB equal to GH equal to ED. And CD is height of the tall building, that is equal to 30 meter. This is the way of writing. Then you have to write what call this angle CAE. No need of saying that it is angle of elevation. Just you write angle CAE. You will understand it is angle of elevation is equal to 30 degree. Angle CGE is equal to 60 degree. Okay. So we will write like this. In right triangle CEA, in that right triangle, this angle is 30 degree. This is perpendicular. This is base. So what shall we take? Perpendicular by base, because known side by unknown side. Perpendicular CE, though we don't know exactly, but we know CD is 30. So from there CE we can make out. So we'll write perpendicular by base is equal to tan of the angle theta. So this is theta, okay. So perpendicular CE, because you are in this right triangle, base AE is equal to tan of the angle theta. Theta is what? 30, because you are in this triangle CEA. In the triangle, this angle we are talking about. So tan 30 degree you have to say. Now CE, as you know, CE is a part of CD. So you can express it as CD minus DE. DE, like this you can write. CD minus DE divided by AE. AE. Keep it as it is. No need of breaking it, because AE you want. Tan 30, what is its stable value? 1 by root 3. CD, its value is how much? CD is 30. Right here 30. Minus DE. DE is equal to GH. GH equal to AB. AB is 1.5. That is what I have written here. AB, GH, ED all are equal to 1.5. So here you will write 1.5 divided by AE. Okay, no? Is equal to 1 by root 3. Clear? So now we see this 30 minus 1.5 is 28.5. 28.5 divided by AE is equal to 1 by root 3. Now cross multiply. Okay? Cross multiply and you will get AE. So AE will be equal to, I am writing here itself. Okay? So I am writing here only. So AE equal to cross multiplication. AE into 1 AE. AE is equal to root 3 into 28.5. 28.5 into root 3. Into root 3 meter. This is AE. Keep it. Just now we'll use it, but just now we have to keep it as it is. Now we'll find out what? ZE. Similar process. ZE. For ZE, you need to take which right triangle? I am shading it for you. This right triangle we are talking about. Shaded right triangle. So you'll have to write again. In right triangle. In right triangle CEZ. In right triangle CEZ. CEZ. Okay. In right triangle CEZ, that perpendicular by base again. Tan of the angle theta. Now perpendicular CE. So you write here CE divided by base. Base is Z. Base is Z. Because with respect to this angle, this is perpendicular, this is base. So tan 30 degree, sorry, not 30 degree, sorry. This is what is the measure of this one? 60. So tan 60. Now you get here CE. What is the length of CE? Just now we have found out here CE. CE was equal to CD minus D, and that is 30 minus 1.5. That is equal to 28.5. This time we put directly CE equal to 28.5 we write here. CE as 28.5. divided by GE is equal to, because GE you don't have, then is equal to 1060, what it is, root 3. 1060 is root 3. So you got, after cross multiplication, taking GE to right hand side, taking root 3 to left hand side, it will be 28.5 divided by root 3 is equal to GE. This is GE. So we got GE and we got also AE. Now what shall we do? From AE we will subtract the length of GE, that will be the length of AG. So now we will find out AG. Therefore AG equal to AE minus GE. AE minus GE. Look at the diagram, it will be very clear to you. So AE, what is its length? Just now we got that AE's length is 28.5 root 3. You put here 28.5 root 3 minus GE. GE you got 28.5 by root 3. Okay. Then take the LCM, root 3. Root 3 has LCM, here is 1. So 1 and root 3 LCM is root 3. Root 3 into root 3. Now you know this one, how to simplify this one. Root 3 into root 3 is 3. So 28.5 into 3 minus root 3 divides root 3 one time. 1 into root 28.5, 28.5 only. So it will be equal to 28.5 and 28.5. If we take common, then it will be in bracket, here will be 3 minus here will be 1 divided by root 3. So 28.5 into 3 minus 1, 2 divided by root 3. This is how we simplify. Please see this type of steps very carefully, because many of the students make mistake in this type of business, which root 3, root 2, this type of numbers. They handle improperly, that's why they don't arrive at the final answer. So just you take the LCM by, and that normal method only, LCM, and root 3 into root 3 is 3, and 1 into 28.5, 28.5. 28.5 you can take common, then here will be 3 and here will be 1. So it will be divided by root 3. So if we rationalize the denominator, it will be root 3 multiplied by 1 more root 3. Then 28.5 multiplied by 2 into root 3 meter. So 28.5 into 2, 10. 28 into 2, 56, 57. No? 28 into 28.5, sorry, 28.5 into 2, 57. Then root 3 into root 3 divided by 3, root 3 into root 3. 3 divides 57, 3 19s are 57 into root 3 meter. Therefore, required distance walked by the boy, required distance walked is equal to 19 root 3 meter. This is our final answer. Okay students, thank you. We'll go to next question now. Let's go to question number 8 now. A statue, 7, not 8, 7. From a point on the ground, the angle of elevation of the bottom and top of a transmission tower fixed at the top of a 20 meter high building are 45 degree and 60 degree respectively. Find the height of the tower. See the situation. From a point on the ground, suppose this is the ground level. From a point on the ground, from this point on the ground, the angle of elevation of top and bottom of a transmission tower fixed at the top of a building. So this is the building, suppose. This is the building. And on top of this building, the tower is fixed. So this is the tower, suppose. The tower is fixed. So you see, this is bottom of the tower and this point is top of the tower. So A is top of the tower. Point B is bottom of the tower. Then from a point C, that when this top of the tower is looked at, then it makes here 60 degree angle. And when from the same point C, the bottom of the tower is looked at, then here it makes 45 degree angle. Okay, this is the situation. Now question is here, here given 20 meter high building. The building is BD. BD is building. So this building is 20 meter tall. 20 meter tall. Okay. Now question is here, if this building is 20 meter tall, this angle is 45 degree, this angle is 60 degree, and now question is find the height of the tower. What is the height of this tower? This is AB is tower. So you understood which is what here? AB is tower, BD is building, and C is a point on the ground. And from here two angles are made. One is 60 degree, one is 45 degree. When at the top of the building tower and bottom of the tower is looked at. Okay. So this is the whole thing about AB is height of the tower, BD is height of the building, 20 meter, angle ACD is 60 degree, angle ACD 60 degree, angle BCD is 45 degree. Now one thing you can be sure, students, is a C in a right triangle. Suppose this is a right triangle, and in this right triangle this is 45 degree. Okay, then this is 90 degree. Always you know this is a right triangle. If it is 45, what about this angle? This also will be 45 only, because 90 minus this 45, that is also equal to 45. That means when one angle is 45 in a right triangle, the remaining acute angle also is 45. Ultimately two angles are here equal. So that's why two sides also are equal, because it will be isosceles. A right triangle whose two acute angles are equal, then the two sides are also equal. Just that way you can remember this fact. So you don't require to calculate sides of a right triangle separately one by one. If that is a right triangle which is isosceles, this is 45, then this also will be 45. That means the length of BD, what I am saying, listen carefully. The length of BD's length will be equal to CD's length, because this angle also is 45, because this angle is 45. So at the end you got CD as equal to this BD. That means BD is already 20, then CD also is 20. So this fact keep in mind. Next time, notice, whenever you will see one angle is 45 degree in a right triangle, so then immediately you will say the other side, two sides are equal. If one of the two sides is given, the other side you know. Okay, students? So that is what we will say here, but we will write and so for the first time, since it is in right triangle BDC, angle BCD is 45 degree. Therefore, tan of the angle, tan theta is equal to perpendicular by base. So tan 45 degree, because theta is 45. So perpendicular is BD by base CD. So tan 45, its table value is 1, all of you know. So it is equal to BD. BD is what? 20. Its value is 20 divided by CD. So cross multiplication CD into 1, CD is equal to 20 meter. So you got CD is equal to 20 meter. That's how we will get these two sides as equal. Next time, notes, we will not show like this again. Okay, no? We will directly write whatever the length of one of these two sides, that will be the length of the other side also. We will remember this. CD we got. Because it is required. You see, one more right triangle is here, ADC. In that right triangle, when we will apply here again trigonometric ratio, perpendicular by base, then base length already we know that we will be able to use. Are you understanding? So again we will take right triangle ADC now. Now new right triangle ADC. For that this value will be necessary. That's why we have kept it ready. So now we will go to right triangle ADC. In right triangle ADC, perpendicular by base is equal to tan of the angle theta. So perpendicular is what here? That is AD, and the base is CD is equal to tan of the angle theta. What is the value of this angle theta? Means here it is 60 degree, because it is, this time you are taking AD, angle ACD you are taking, so it is tan of the angle 60 degree. No? So AD's length we don't have, but in between there is a point here B. Up to here we don't know, but this part we know. What it is? 20. So that's why we will write AD as AB plus BD. That way you can write. This AD we can split as AB plus BD. We will write here AB plus BD divided by CD. CD, you know, its length is 20 meters. Just now we got, no? Is equal to 1060. Its value is root 3. So next is AB. AB we don't have, but BD we know. BD's length is also 20. This was 20. This is also 20. So we will put here 20. Are you understanding this part? Because you are looking for what? Which portion? This AD portion. AB portion. So somehow you are trying to get this expression AB in your writing. So AD that's why you are splitting AD as AB plus BD, so that BD also, its length also can be used, and AB will be separated from the rest. No? So this is the process actually. Divided by 20 is equal to root 3. So if we cross multiply now, 20 into root 3, 20 root 3. So it will be AB plus 20 is equal to 20 root 3. So from here AB is equal to 20 root 3 minus 20. Okay. Then from here AB is equal to 20 as a common factor, then it will be root 3 minus 1. Okay. Meter. So therefore the required height of the tower is equal to 20 times bracket root 3 minus 1 meter. This is our final answer. Dear students, now we are taking question number 8. A statue 1.6 meter tall stands on the top of a pedestal. From a point on the ground, the angle of elevation of the top of the statue is 60 degree. And from the same point, the angle of elevation of the top of the pedestal is 45 degree. Find the height of the pedestal. So this time, actually this question is similar to one of this question, that is question number this one, what called 7 only. No? C. So this AB is suppose pedestal. Pedestal means, you know, where steps are there to go up, no? Like this. A statue is there on top of it, like this. So this is the pedestal. So from you can climb up this way, no? And AB is the pedestal, and on it there is a statue, and the height of this statue is 1.6 meter. So this is the statue, suppose. Say CA. CA is the statue. You see, naming is one important thing here in trigonometric problem. As you draw something, you give it a name to it. Then it is easy to understand. Next point is what? This is statue 1.6 meter tall. C to A. Next is what is said here? From a point on the ground. Taking a point on the ground, left side or right side. So I am taking point D. From this point, the top of the statue, when it is viewed, then the angle of elevation is here 60 degree. And the bottom of the statue, when it is viewed, it is found to be 45 degree. That means D and A. When you connect D and A, one line you will get. That angle made by this line DA with the horizontal as a ground level line, this angle is 45 degree. No? Ground level line and the line joining A and D is 45. Angle between them. Then a horizontal line, this line of the ground level line, and that line joining C and D, that angle is 60 degree. Okay. Now question is here, what is the height of this pedestal? Means you are asked this time AB. AB. As I told you before, 45 degrees there means two sides will be equal. Which two sides will be equal? AB will be equal to BD. Okay. So you can say directly this way. First let us addition now, which is what here in the diagram. Let us write those things. So here CA height of the statue 1.6 meter, AB is equal to height of the pedestal, and angle CDB equal to 60 degree and angle ADB equal to 45 degree. Okay, that you have to write every time. It is compulsory thing that what is what in the diagram you have to explain like this in figure. What figure is connected? Without figure don't write answer. Okay. If you write this answer without this figure, then your whole answer is wrong. Nobody will give you mark there. Because all these are, you see, CA when you say, we understand somewhere CA is existing. If you are saying CA here, but nowhere in the diagram it is there, then how it is? Will it be taken as correct? No, it is never correct. Now, let's go to the solution part. As you know, this is 45 degree angle. So, this will be AB will be equal to BD. So, here, you can say like this, angle is ADB is 45 degree angle, 45 degree. So therefore AB is equal to BD, since angle ADB is equal to 45 which is also equal to n, or you can say like this, n angle ABD is equal to 60 degree. Okay, so angle ABD is 60 degree, ABD is 60, sorry, 90 degree, what 60 I am saying, this is 90 degree, and this angle is 45 degree, that's why this angle is 45, that's why we will say directly AB equal to BD. So both are equal, we can consider as x also, you can if you want to. Now you see, say this is x, both are equal to x, this part keep in mind, we'll say both are equal to x, suppose, okay, this is suppose. Now let us take this right triangle CBD. In right triangle, because one by one, as many right triangles are there, keep in mind what I am saying, as many right triangles are there, that many times trigonometric ratio you have to apply. This is one right triangle we have applied here. You may be thinking where we have applied, we have not yet applied. No, we have applied, because you see just now in the previous question, in question number 7 I told you 45 is there, means like that tan 45 is equal to perpendicular by base. Since tan 45 is 1, both these will be equal to each other, no? So that's why directly we wrote this time AB equal to BD equal to x. X we are supposing for both these lengths, we are supposing one common length, say x. Both are equal, that's why. Now in right triangle CBD, in right triangle CBD, okay, then you write here tan theta perpendicular by base. Tan theta, theta is what? This angle 60 degree, tan 60 degree is equal to perpendicular CB base BD tan 60 degree. What is the value of tan 60 degree? Tan 60 is root 3 is equal to CB. CB, you know, CA plus AB. No? CA plus AB. We are splitting it that way because CA's length we know, because known part always you have to use or not. So you need to create a situation where you can use that value. So we are creating the situation. CA is equal to 1.6 that we will be using here. So CB we are splitting as CA plus AB. Is it clear, students? Now next is BD. BD as BD, right? Okay. Nice. Root 3 as root 3. Just now you don't do anything. Again some more values we can put here. CA is 1.6. In this place you put here 1.6 plus AB. What will you write? AB as x you write. I am telling you why. X divided by BD. Since BD also equal to AB, that is also equal to x. Now you see a common symbol is appearing here, x. So you can solve this whole thing for x. We will take this x to this side, x into root 3 is equal to 1.6 plus x. Okay, in our next step. So I am writing here itself. So I don't want to turn the page because turning is again difficult to understand, no? Sometimes x into root 3, root 3x is equal to 1.6 plus x. The terms having x in one side, you take this x, you bring here. So root 3 into x minus this x is equal to 1.6. So then you take here this x as a common factor. Then it will be what? Root 3 minus 1 is equal to 1.6. Now we'll have to extract the x. So x is equal to 1.6 divided by root 3 minus 1. Now we'll rationalize the denominator. X is equal to root 1.6 by root 3 minus 1. This denominator will rationalize. So we are going to rationalize this denominator, root 3 minus 1. So to rationalize root 3 minus 1, what we need to multiply here? Root 3 plus 1. We call it conjugate of root 3 minus 1. Then here also we will have to multiply root 3 plus 1, because what we multiply here, same thing we should multiply with the numerator at the time of making addition, rationalization. No? So now you see root 3 minus 1 into root 3 plus 1, like a minus b into a plus b, a square minus b square. So a square means root 3 square minus b square, 1 square, and 1.6 into root 3 plus 1, leave it as it is. Root 3 square is 3, no? You know, no? Listen, root 3 into root 3 is 3, minus 1 square is 1. So here is 1.6 into root 3 plus 1, leave it as it is. 3 minus 1 is what? 2. 1.6 root 3 plus 1. So 2 divides this one, 0.8. So that is x. So x is equal to 0.8 into root 3 plus 1 meter. So required height of the pedestal. Required height of the pedestal is equal to 0.8 into root 3 plus 1 meter. This is our final answer for this question.